everyone, for OneWrestling.com. This is Bill Apter, and it's unfortunate. It's a sad time in the world of pro wrestling. Missy Hyatt, welcome, and you are a dear friend of Luna Vachon.
Well, I would hope that you would think I was a dear friend. I really liked her a lot and respected her as a wrestler and as a really cool person.
Tell us about the first time you met her. When was it and where was it?
Oh my gosh! It was a long time ago. It was when I think '96, and it was for the AWF down in Florida. They were doing a TV taping.
Yeah, that was the American Wrestling Federation that Paul Alperstein ran.
Right. Yes. And she was doing, what was it, Peggy Sue, Bobby Sox, something with the honky tonk man?
Yeah.
She had on like this wig, like the 50s wig, and she came into the dressing room, and it was kind of like halfway on her head. And I was like, can I fix that for you? Can I help you out? So I was combing out the wig and trying to get it right and putting it on her and doing the makeup. And she's like, you're really cool. She goes, I heard you were the biggest bitch, but you're really cool. And I was like, well, thank you. You know, I go, oh, it's just the guys talking, you know, how they like to say stuff. But her and I, we just clicked, and she was just a really nice person. Every time I saw her, it was always a hug and how you doing, and you know, we kept in touch. She was a good chick.
What did you what have you culled from her? What have you learned from her?
Well, I've learned that I'm not as tough as Luna, and I wish I could have been as tough as her because I know she kicked Madusa's ass. But I know.
Wait, do you want to explain that?
Well, she beat up Madusa.
Oh.
Like, she shot on Madusa and beat her up.
Okay.
And and she's strong enough to do it. I'm a chicken. I'm not a fighter, so, you know, I respect that. And she was going to beat up New Jack for me.
Now, that was at Ring Roast.
Yeah, just last year at Ring Roast when he went on his drunken tirade after me saying mean things, only because I was doing my job. I'm only a comedian one night a year, you know, and he got mad. And Luna was going to beat him up. She really was. And you were there. You know it.
Yes, I was hosting the event. Now, what was that? And she was, you know, I never will forget her face when I came out after doing some silly comedy thing, and she looked at me. She was sitting with Teddy Long, if I remember correctly, and she looked over at me, and she just said she was glowing, and she just waved, "Hi, Bill." And that was actually the last night I saw her. Was that the last time you saw her?
Yeah, that was the last. But you know what? She's called me since then. I've talked to her since then, but not since her house had burned down. Like, her house she just had a fire a couple months ago, and my phone got lost, and you know, we kind of played phone tag back and forth to each other. And then, you know, you called me, and you were the one to give me the news about her passing away.
Yeah, I understand that in the house fire, I mean, it was completely totaled, and everything of her whole career was lost.
Yes, everything.
And she went and moved in with her mother, correct?
Yes. Yep, she moved in with her mom.
Now, you said you had been trying to get in touch with her, and I remember reading in one of your terrific Missy's Manor columns on OneWrestling.com that you were asking fans to help her.
Well, yeah, you know, like, I know that you wanted, like, some of her stuff on DVD, if anybody had her tapes, you know, some of her career and stuff like that, so. And then I had talked to Dawn Marie, because Dawn had put out something, too, to, you know, try to help her. And, you know, we just missed each other a few times. It's really, now I'm, like, really upset that I didn't really get to talk to her since, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Now that we're sitting here, you know, and I was really, really upset when I found out that she passed away, because it's like wrestling's taken another good person away too early. And, you know, Bill, I want you to think about this. You know, I started in 1985, and you think about all the people that I worked with my first rookie year. Now, if I would have gone off in a unit to World War II or to Afghanistan or to Vietnam, and it'd be with my unit, you know, the first unit in my year, and I would come back, I guarantee you more than 67% of the people would still be alive, and that's in war.
Yeah.
And 60, I believe it's like, I figured it out one day, it was like 67% are dead.
Of the people who
the people that I started out in wrestling with.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. And that's before their time. That's not old age. That's before their time. So there's something something seriously wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
We thinking back on Luna Vachon, you had in Missy's Manor, you had a lot of YouTube video clips in there. How would you describe watching her in the ring?
She was just an awesome worker. I always had to respect her because she really took some crazy bumps. I mean, she made the girl in WSU. I mean, they did this whole like match, and just Luna. I don't know. Luna could work with a broomstick and make it look good. You know, she was a second generation wrestler, and she never really, you know. I heard. I mean, she told me this, and this is what really hurt. It just killed me. She said that when she worked the program with Sable, that Sable told her, "If you hurt me, you'll get fired."
Goodness.
Yeah.
Well, what?
You know, and I'm just like, and when she told me that, I was just like, oh my God, this girl's been through so much stuff, you know.
And here's one more.
Yeah, you know.
I want to ask you one other thing
Sure.
while we're on here. Of course, back in the days in Dallas, you also knew General Skandor Akbar very well.
Yeah, I sure did. I love Skandor. But you know what? He's passed away of old age.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you know, thank goodness.
What was the best thing about the General?
You know, this is kind of naughty. Can I say it?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a shame because I think he did pass away from prostate cancer, right?
Right.
Well, he used to say, you always got to make sure the well blows every day to keep a man healthy.
That's a great story. He was a great character, and I could hear him saying that.
You